What's going on, gamers? So you guys know I had to do this, and I was gonna do the video yesterday, but I'm like, no, I'll do it today when I do it because I got a little bit busy yesterday. But we know what Randy Pitchford said, right? I mean, come on, y'all. This is not surprising. This guy is, he's got a track record for certain behavior. He's funny though. I'm so very excited for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm even more excited to bring Borderlands 4 to this incredible, magical machine. Now, Randy Pitchford, he'll do these type of talks if it's something like that he's promoting, like a product of his. So you got to be careful with him with this type of language. He's a little bit tricky. Now, going down here, when he said this, right? This is how it all started. We're gonna get to this. We're gonna get to a new video that he just launched too. Seeing what he literally just said, because he realizes that he got some backlash from that, but he makes it pretty interesting on what he says. We're gonna get to that too. So now we got some other messages to look at on post, just replying, saying what he said. So we're gonna get into all of this. All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. All right, here we go. So, how I started is this person down here had replied and said, "Randy, the game better not be $80." This is what the guy said, and then he says, "Don't take that risk. A lot of gamers aren't gonna pay $80 and feed this notion of constant increase of the price tag. You are the CEO. You have some say with the price when it comes to your publisher, right? Because if we go to Borderlands, this is go to Borderlands 4. I always do this because this helps you out. Who's publishing it? 2K, of course, right? So that's what he was talking about. Like you could reason with 2K and overpower them. That's what some people are saying. This is what he said. Not my call. It's the first thing he said. So he's saying there's nothing he can do about it. If you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store had Starflight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991. Stupid. I don't know why he did this. This was not the way to do it. Saying that is not going to help out right now. Like that's, dude. It's kind of like the inflation stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what's the point, man? Like, I don't understand why he would say that. In 1999, when I was just out of high school, working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach, and I found a way to make it happen. So basically, he's saying, I bust my ass, I make it happen. I'm a rich, multimillionaire CEO. So I look at all of you basically as capable of doing what I'm doing, which is not realistic. Um, I just don't understand. Like, oh, not my call. Okay, look, that's straight up. But the one that says if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. Okay, so my thing with that is that definitely as a CEO for a franchise like Borderlands, if you tell your base that, they're basically gonna look at you as like an elite douchebag that's kind of like being cold towards them. You're not having any sense of compassion for their position because from his position, it's like a rich projection. You know what I mean? Like he's insanely rich. So it's like him saying that is it kind of feels like he's out of touch with reality. Definitely with the prices of food, eggs being what they are. I mean, it's in general. Like I was telling people the other day, like the expenses that people have to deal with on a daily basis now is insane compared to back then. You could be making the same money, but the prices of everything has gone up. So for people trying to pay $80 for games when they're trying to scrap by for that type of life, which that's what they're doing to people. Yeah, man, seeing stuff like that is not good because they're trying to save up for whatever they can. So yeah, that's where $80 games become a problem. And I've told people before, you would be better off selling 5 million copies at 49.99. That would give you 250 million than selling 1 million at 80. That's only going to give you 80 million. You're making way more money. You have a way bigger community, right? Sales are higher. How's that not a win? Definitely for like an online game. Idiots, man. So yeah, him saying this just basically proves that like, and these guys, this has been a thing lately. They've been coming out saying stuff like this. Bowser, all of them, that it's all like a same system behind the scenes. They're all like elite members. You know what I mean? The rich elite society that's in the video game industry that's run by Whoever you want to say is run by at the top. I'm just going to tell you it's not humans. But anyways, not to get too far off of that. These people like this that are part of those families, like, yeah, they're going to say stuff like that because, like I said, they're not going to speak from your position and they don't care to. That's just the truth. So let's go on to another subject. So we got Cold Classic Cage memeing. Demon Flow comes in, Get Out. Yeah, we're gonna see all the people that usually say things come on. Hey, Cold Eastwood, everyone disliked that. Mighty keep implying people aren't real fans if they don't fork over $80 for the game. Sounds like a Reddit user logic. Come on, man. Yeah, it's a stupid post, essentially. Like that's not the way to do things. Like you have to talk to your base with more love. Randy Pitchford failed as a leader to do that. He's done this before, so this does not surprise me. And this guy was like, "Bro, what? $80 in 1991 is about $180 today after inflation. That means $80 today would have only been worth $34 back then. You were basically spending $200 on actual physical games. Spending that today for a digital license you don't even own is wild." That's a pretty good point. If your intention was to inspire people to buy this game with the weak ass cucked comment you just made, I regret to inform you that the opposite effect will now happen. I'm out. That was great, fake. That made my day, man. That was fucking great. Okay, so let's move over to this video that came out today and see what he just said. Are we ready? Let's get into this, y'all. Let's make sure my volume is balanced. So here we go. This is what he said today.
Randy, I got a tough one for you here.
Oh, you got a spicy one for me?
I don't know the answer. I don't know.
Why is it always me that has to do
Or yesterday.
All right.
What will the game's price be? That's an interesting one. I don't know this.
The really now? I'll tell you this.
He's rubbing his hand. He's looking. He's yeah. You see, when it comes to this type of situation, I think they rather avoid it. But he knows what he's gonna have to say now. He can't avoid it.
The truth. I don't know. And that is the truth.
So if he's telling the truth here, then he was being honest. He's saying he don't know. But this is interesting.
I'll hit it. I'll hit it straight on. And it's an interesting time, right? We've got the on one level. We've got a competitive marketplace where people want to, or the people that make those choices want to sell as many units as possible, and they want to be careful about people that are price sensitive. So there's some folks that don't want to see prices go up, even the ones deciding what the prices are.
Yeah, political invasion. I get it. Even the ones deciding what the price. So I'm telling you what to decide what the price is, though you may not agree with it. See, that suits. That's called, a hostile takeover or just telling people what they want the price to be.
There's other folks accepting the reality that game budgets are increasing and there's tariffs for the retail packaging and like it's getting gnarly out there.
It is, yes, Randy Pitchford, but for somebody like you, it's not going to bother you. A multimillionaire. You see what I mean? He's saying it like that, but the way that he was projecting earlier, it's like, who are you talking to though? Because the way that you were talking to people earlier, you made it seem like it's okay. You'll find a way to do it, and now you're saying it's getting gnarly because of tariffs and all that. Like it's hurting you, multimillionaire and billion-dollar corporations. This guy, bro, like this is what I mean.
You guys, Borderlands 4 has more than twice the development budget than Borderlands 3.
How's that our problem? There it is again. The same thing again. So first you said tariffs. Think about it. He's basically telling you it's going to be $80. Like he's kind of saying it. Like everything that he's doing is kind of finding a way to defend the $80 price tag before it gets here. Do we see this? He was all like, "All right, I know those whoever are watching me, the leech, the people that own me or that are running the industry are watching me. So let's just keep that agenda going. Like this, just every way he's going about it, he's defending something that's coming. We can kind of see this
more than twice. So the truth is, I don't know what the price is going to be. I do know that we will be opening pre-orders soon, TM, and that will be when the price is set. I think.
So I don't want to speak on the price and cause an outrage. I can't speak. They're going to decide when it's going to be revealed. So they told me to shut up and not say anything.
I think that Borderlands 4, here's the philosophy we have. Whatever the price is, we're entertainers. Yes, we want to get more resources so we can make bigger and better games. There's a reason why Borderlands 4 is so awesome. It's because you guys showed up and supported Borderlands 3. And we had the budget, so we could more than double the budget and feel confident in that. And that's awesome. When the revenue comes in, we could spend it to make bigger games and better games. As artists, we want everybody to have it. You know, we want to make it as easy as possible for everybody to enjoy what we're creating.
Then you wouldn't charge them $80. You would want earlier access. If you would have launched Borderlands at $59.99, it would sell millions. You would have millions of people in your game. If you launch it at $79.99, you're not going to get those results.
So it's a weird thing, but the fundamental philosophy is we want people to buy it so we have the resources to make more. We want everyone who buys and plays a Gearbox game to feel certain that they got the better end of the bargain. Whatever the price is, that they got the best value. And that's the philosophy that we live by. And so we're going to have a price set soon, and it might be the new price that like Nintendo and Microsoft have led with. It might be that we stay back. It's going to be the people at the publishing house that decide that. And if it is cheaper, then...
You see what he said? The publishers again. But we knew this, right? But this gives you the idea that why should somebody feel the way that he's feeling? You can kind of see that a little bit nervous. Yeah, make sure he says the right thing. To talk about an $80 price tag, they should have the right to say, I reject it. I don't want it. But if he does that, do you know what's going to happen to him? They're going to punish him. So I still don't agree with his stupid comment, though. You know what I mean? On top of what he's saying here. And then dancing around it, and then saying tariffs, and then saying all these other things, and then saying, but the budget is twice the amount. What did Sean Layden say back then? Single player games are getting more expensive. The cost of video games are going to have to go up. Take Two, right? People who own GTA and stuff. Like, you see what I mean? Like, that they don't need to raise the price up. I can understand GTA, but even then, if you're going to sell like millions and millions and millions of more copies at the same price, what does it matter? You're still making so much money, you have still way more than enough. And that's the problem with these stupid corporations. They're stupid with the greed. You want your base to be more happy to take care of it so that they can feel like there's a balance there. Not talking to them like they're stupid, telling them that, I'm sorry that your broke ass can't afford the game. Go get a job, basically. But, I mean, I get what they're saying, but yeah, it just seems like today there's a huge disconnect between the developers, the CEOs, and the community in a way where there used to be a more warm connection where you could like have a real conversation. Now it's just like this corporate projection that they have to talk about because, like I said, the corporations are controlling things along with the publishers. So this makes the communication pool like this, where they have to talk to you that way. Though he could choose to talk better, but you can kind of get what I mean. There's a limitation here. And this is the type of stuff we're talking about behind the scenes compared to people who have to get on the surface and take whatever the crowd wants to take. Because these are the people on the surface, not the ones who are at the top running the show, which they'll never show their face. So, yeah, he's kind of projecting that here. And then we see that he's a little bit nervous because I think after the comments that he said, that he's on watch alert.
Maybe we'll sell you that mini map that you guys want, but we'll develop later. How bad do you want that? $10? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, see, Randy Pitchford's also a dick. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious. He's not kidding.
Or am I? I'm just kidding. Or am I? I'm just kidding. Or am I? I don't know. We'll know soon. Yeah. I think it's going to
He knows.
be fine, whatever it ends up being. I think it's going to be amazing, whatever it is.
See, for him, it's fine. You see, because that makes sense. Like, it's not like we're all going to suffer because Borderlands goes to 80, but it's the idea of sneaking it in with the games that they want to sneak it in with. And the people that are going to do that, they're going to be the ones out on this. Like here goes one of them. You know what I mean? He's one of the guys pushing it. So you kind of get this idea here. As we were telling people before, it's been coming. It's been the whole industry wants to do it. So let me know what you guys think about this. Now I found this video. I'm kind of glad I decided to wait to do that because we get to kind of highlight this. Yeah, once again, more ridiculous anti-consumer, anti-human behavior. So let me know what you guys think once again. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm pissed because I did like that trailer, but what did they do? They came out again and then they just shit on people with it. All right, y'all. Peace out. Long time Borderlands player here too. Yeah, I remember the glory days. It was great with 1 and 2. Did everything. All right, y'all. Have a great day.